In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at some composite functions. We're going to be given a couple of different polynomial functions here, and we're going to take a look at doing a composite going both directions. Alright, so my first function here is f of x equals x squared plus 3x plus 4. Nice little simple polynomial function. And then g of x, 4x plus 8. Alright, so not going to be really challenging here because we want the focus to be on the composite functions. Alright, you could be asked to find f composite g of x. Usually what I do on this is I have my students write it in a different notation that makes it a little easier to understand. When it's in composite notation like this, we can do it left to right, and I can have you rewrite it as f of g of x. Alright, now what that does is hopefully that lets you see that this g function right here has to be put inside the f function. Okay, so my 4x plus 8 needs to be put in for the x right there in the f function and the x right there. Okay, so that's what we're going to do first. We're going to take the entire g function and put it in two locations inside the f function. So that 4x plus 8 is going to go right there. So I'm going to have a 4x plus an 8, and then to the second power. I'm going to have a plus 3 times the 4x plus the 8 because we're putting it in right there. So 4x plus 8, and then I just finish out the function with a plus 4. Okay, from here on out, at this point, it's just a matter of doing a lot of algebra. Okay, we're going to FOIL this right here. I'll probably even write it twice so you can see it. We will distribute the 3 right there. So, to make the foiling easier, I'm going to write 4x plus 8 times 4x plus 8. Alright, let's go ahead and then finish this out distributing. I'll have a 12x there. 3 times the 8 will give me the 24, and then plus a 4 right there on the end. Now I'm actually going to do FOIL here. So first terms, we'll have a 16x squared. Outside terms, we're going to have a 32x. Inside terms, we will have another 32x. And last, we'll have a plus 64. Alright, everything else here on the end, I'm pretty much just going to copy down, so I've got to have a plus 12x. Since these two are constants, I might as well go ahead and add those to get a plus 28 right there. At this point, if you've not made any mistakes, it's just a matter of going through and combining your like terms. You've got 3 that have x's right there, and there's a couple constants that can be added as well. So our final answer here is going to be a 16x squared plus a 76x plus 92. So after you take this composite notation, rewrite it into something that makes sense, and then plug in that g function into the f function, it becomes straight algebra from the rest of the way down to simplify the problem. Okay, so over here, this notation is written a little bit differently than it is here. This is g composite f of x. Alright, so again, I'm going to read this left to right. I'm going to rewrite this as g of f of x. Okay, and again, hopefully that's going to let us look at this and say, oh hey, right here, that f function needs to be placed into the g function. Well, when I look at my g function, I only have one place to put it in. Alright, so this one probably is going to be a lot simpler than this one was over here. Alright, so I'm going to take my f function, which is this trinomial. I'm going to put it inside the g function in that location. So I'm going to start with the 4. I'm going to replace the x with the f function. So x squared plus 3x plus 4. I'm going to finish writing that g function with a plus 8. Alright, this is the only simplifying here is going to be distribute that 4, alright, and then combine some like terms afterwards. So we'll have a 4x squared plus a 12x plus a 16, and then the plus 8 that's carrying down there. That will allow me then to add just those constants at the end for a 4x squared plus a 12x plus a 24. So definitely a much shorter and easier problem because we only had one place to plug the f function in at. Definitely, thanks for watching. If the videos are helping, please share with your friends so that they can benefit as well. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give me a thumbs up. Thanks.